According to macroeconomics approach, there are two types of income. One is factor income and the other is transfer income. Factor income is that income which is earned by doing some economic activities. What is an economic activities? Economic activities are those activities that we do to earn our livelihood, for which either we sell goods or services, we manufacture goods and services and sell them, or we sell our services, against which we received fee, commission, rent, interest, dividend, profit, selling price, etc. So these are the factor incomes. Fee, fine, penalties, etc. are all factor income. Why? Because these are earned after providing some kind of services. Now there is another kind of income. That income is called transfer income. This is the income that we have, that we earn without giving any kind of economic services or economic activities. For example, if someone is getting scholarship from the government, so he or she is getting scholarship not because of he has provided some services to the government. It is because he has achieved some milestone in the field of education. That's why he or she is getting scholarship, or because of his or her economic conditions, he or she is given some kind of scholarship from the government. In the same way, the government is giving old age pension to the poor economic backgrounds residents of India, normal residents of India. That old age pension is also transfer income. Why? Because this is not provided against services. In the same way, in current stage, the government is giving Kisan Samman Nidhi, rupees 2000 in 3 installments. So that quarterly installments of 2000 and total 6000 in a year to the different Kishans of the country is not factor income, it is transfer income. If there is an earthquake and due to which there is damages of some building and properties of residents of the country, against which government grants some relief in terms of cash, that cash received against earthquake compensation or flood relief compensation or draft relief compensation, or there may be some other abnormal incidents like theft or fire, etc., because of which we sometimes received relief or grant from the government or from any other agency. Those relief or grant is also not factor income, they are transfer income. If our relatives are working somewhere and he or she is transferring rupees 5000 or 10,000 or 2000 or rupees 500 every month in our account, so that money received or transfer money received from some individual by the person who is receiving this money is not earning any factor income, he or she is earning transfer income. It means, in short, transfer income is not earned income, it is unearned income. Means he or she does not have to provide any economic activities or economic services. But for earning factor income, one has to provide economic services in terms of economic activities. Only then he or she earns factor incomes. Why we are learning factor incomes and transfer income? Because when we learn to measure the national income of a country like India, we will count only factor income. We will not consider transfer income in measuring the national income or domestic income of a country. Only factor incomes of the individuals or organizations are taken into consideration for measuring the national or domestic income. Thank you.